What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in.
I was listening to, reading Sports Illustrated, and I just came across LeBron James, and it spoke on LeBron James in regards to, him speaking on the Clippers. And to me, it's another shot being taken at the Clippers, coming from LeBron James. And I feel like, LeBron is basically keeping the rivalry alive with what he said and how he spoke about, the Clippers. And it was a really different type reference. The reference was, when being asked about the Clippers, LeBron made a reference in saying, if my mom played for the Clippers, I would dunk on her if she was in the lane. And, to me, it just really keeps the rivalry up and going. It keeps, the rivalry alive, which, I embrace that because, I definitely want to see the rivalry, continue its, and continue their bitterness towards each other, the Lakers and the Clippers. And I definitely want to see, them, play against each other, of course, in the regular season. But of course, the ultimate would be, to see both these teams play in a 7-game series. And in order for that 7-game series to happen, everybody has to be healthy, and both teams have to, be playing their best basketball. For some strange reason, I kind of feel like there is a possibility that the Clippers and Lakers will play each other this season or should I say they will play each other in the playoffs this year, possibly. So, that's something that we all could look forward to, especially since we've been wanting it for the last 4 seasons and it never had a chance to actually happen or pan out that way. But it's good to see that LeBron is taking little subliminal shots at the Clippers because, he sees who's the better team. He sees who has the better roster. He sees a team that's more well put together, and it's not the team that he's playing for. And it's just a little form of jealousy. It's a good jealousy, I think, because he's not really saying anything bad about the Clippers in a way, but he's just basically saying that he just doesn't like anything about the Clippers because he represents purple and gold, and vice versa for anybody that's wearing the Clippers jersey. So I definitely understand it, and I definitely embrace it because, as I said before, I, appreciate the rivalry between the Clippers and the Lakers. I've appreciated it for a while, for the last several years, because the rivalry has gotten better because the Clippers have been a better team over the last several years rather than what they used to be back when I was growing up watching basketball. The Clippers were just an afterthought back then, but, ever since they got Kawhi Leonard, it definitely makes a difference in regards to, their growth as a team and their development as a team to where they are now. And, as far as the Clippers, I feel like they, hear all these things, or they're hearing all these talks and these, conversations about them in regards to people on the Lakers side. But you notice that nobody on the Clippers side is doing any talking. Everybody on the Clippers side is pretty much keeping quiet. They're pretty much playing their game. They're pretty much enjoying what they're doing. There has been a few shots here and there. I think John Wall might have said something, here and there based upon a question he was asked, but nobody is really reacting or panicking or acting like, they have to respond to every little thing that's being said to them. The Clippers are basically being quiet about everything because they know they have the better team, they know they have the better roster, and they know that their ultimate goal is higher than the Lakers, which is winning a championship. And the Lakers just really have to deal with that. And, really the Lakers just can't deal with it mentally. That's the reason why a lot of talk is being said and, a lot of subliminal shots are being thrown to Clippers because they realize how good the Clippers are this year and how good they've been the last couple of years, really. It's just the fact that injuries have, slowed the Clippers down from their progress of, taking it forward and getting to the finals, I believe, along with other people who've watched the Clippers, but this year the Clippers really have an opportunity to, take it to the next level, and everybody's kind of banking on that, and everybody's putting them up there, and I hope the pressure isn't too big for them. I know it's not too big for Kawhi, because Kawhi's won multiple championships, but at the same time, I feel like, this team is different. This team does have a different type of MO about how they go about themselves, but at the same time, they do feed off Kawhi Leonard's energy, and they do feed off Kawhi Leonard's thought process of how he plays, and they all kind of sort of, take a page out of Kawhi's book, from what I noticed when they're playing, big games when Kawhi has played, so I feel like Kawhi's ways will rub off on this team the way it already has somewhat, and I feel like it'll keep rubbing off on this team the more and more Kawhi is out there where he can lead by example rather than, just tell them and speak on the game from a distance and not being out there with them. So I think it all pan out for the Clippers the way it's supposed to. Everybody just has to stay healthy. And as far as the same thing on the Lakers side too, everybody just has to stay healthy. Everybody has to understand their role. Everybody has to be willing to accept their role. And on top of that, everybody has to understand their role for the Lakers situation to work out. Same thing with the Clippers. So, as I said before, I'm glad that, LeBron is, spicing up the rivalry for this new season, for the first showdown game they have in opening night. And for the new season itself, because the rivalry definitely isn't dead. It just faded away a little bit because, the Lakers haven't been good the last 1 or 2 seasons, and, the Clippers haven't lived up to expectation due to injury. So, both teams have really suffered in that way. Unfortunately for the Lakers, they did win one in the bubble, but, at the same time, of course they would like to add to that and really rectify that and saying, hey, we didn't just have to win in the bubble, we could win a championship the real way too. So the Lakers have something to prove also, but the Clippers have more to prove because they want to win their first championship and be the best team in LA, in this era, you see what I'm saying, and start a new wave, so in order for that to happen, everybody has to be healthy on the Clippers and, see where, the season takes them, because I think the Clippers can do some big things. It's just health has been their Achilles heel, and if they can find a way to keep, that going and keep everything on the up and up with their health, I think sky's the limit for them. And I think if they're healthy, I don't know if the Lakers or anybody remotely close to what the Lakers have is good enough to beat the Clippers if they're healthy. But, we'll see what happens, and we'll see if we ever get the matchup that we so lust for in between these two teams, the Lakers and Clippers, in a playoff series. This way we can, look at it like, okay, who's the best team in LA? And then, winner take all, then go from there. But that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.